Right, Shalom.
We started it?
Yeah. Right, Shalom. This is GMS New Orleans. With the brother from GMS Jackson, Mississippi, the elder. That was a hob. Right, as we always do, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to once again, double honors to the elder apostle of GMS. Peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, and to the sincere that fall after the Lamb, Yahweh Shai. All right.
Check.
This lesson here is going to be based around humility, man, and being humble. All right. The times we're in, all right, as we go approaching these last days, it's not about, it's not the time to actually be caught up in the pride and ego, man. Right? The truth is not warranted for those that are prideful. You got to, in order to be in this truth and have longevity in this truth, you have to practice humility, man. Practice being humble. Right? You might, within this truth, go from being a particular brother in the camp to actually being having a position, having certain tasks at you. They don't, even when you get those tasks, that's not the time to get pride in you, man. Even within these scriptures, you gain knowledge, you gain breakdowns, you gain all these different things that the Most High gifted you with. It's still not no room to get out of your character of being prideful, man. Okay. Now, the one in particular, let's start off with Proverbs 18:12. All right, there's somebody holds Sirach, I believe it's Sirach 19:24. I got a simple example too later on, based on King David. Man.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 12. You see that, brother?
Yeah.
12?
24.
19.
No, 18 to 12. 18 to 12. It's the Proverbs.
This Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 12. It says, before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility.
Yeah. So, in order, read one more time.
This Proverbs chapter 18, verse 12. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty.
Yeah. And a lot of times, men's hearts do be hardy, man. In various situations, you look at guys in the world, all right? Guys in the world gain so-called, what did it say, reputation, status, problem in society, and they grow right before things happen to them. They gain pride, ultimate pride, to where they be feeling themselves, man. Right? They get a so-called bag, all right? And then what happens? They go on a tirade of, talking people crazy, doing certain wild acts, all right? And then it ultimately brings forth destruction, man. So, all right? So later, what it says?
It says, and before honor is humility.
Yeah, and so that's where we have to place ourselves. Before you get any honor, not honor is going to be what it's going to be ultimately given in the kingdom, man. That's what we're going to be honored at. Not here in Babylon. I don't want to be honored, in this goddamn place. It's a set full of wickedness, man. So the honor that we waiting on is in the kingdom. Read that last little part.
It says, and before honor is humility.
And before honor is humility, man. I want that brother to get the word humility. What you about to say, though?
I was just going to say, and with a lot of people, that get puffed up and prideful, they forget that it wasn't their single effort that got them into that position. It was a group of people and a collaboration that got them there. But once they get in that position and get, prideful, they think, oh, I did it all on my own, and forgot everybody that helped them get to that position.
Yeah, because you go back a couple of years ago, you ain't know shit, man. A lot of guys still don't know shit, man. Just playing. You just putting on a hack and a roll. You really just going with the motions. You're freelancing, all right? You get around certain individuals. You act like you know what you're talking about, or what you're doing. You know. And what the scripture says, you're gonna get it in a minute. Scripture tell you, now let's puff it up, man. I've been around a while. I done seen guys hide behind, in this truth, they hide behind years, so-called years in truth, right? Which these ain't no years, man. When you been around as long as the elders apostles and stood on business, stood 10 toes down, that's years, man. honorable years. Anything else other than that is use of knowledge, right? But I done seen guys hide behind years, hide behind rank. Particularly, you out your mind, and then you sound to be hiding behind. You dealing with everything with you is about rank, you know. Which that's also it also is a hint of what? A hint of pride, man. A hint of ego. Which those are the fastest things to destroy yourself in this truth, man. Having ego. Nobody can tell you nothing, man. You know, you just on this so-called pedestal in your mind to where it ultimately has you delusional. You got that too?
I got that for you.
What you about to say? You about to say something?
I got a precept for you.
Oh, yeah. Bring it out.
This the song of the three holy children in the Apocrypha, it says verse 16. Nevertheless, in a contrite heart and an humble spirit, let us be accepted.
Yeah. What?
It says, nevertheless, in a contrite heart, in a humble spirit, let us be accepted.
Yeah, you gotta be in a humble spirit and all right to be in this truth, man. Okay, I made 1 year. Let me try to make 2 years. 2 years, let me make 3. 3, let me make 6. 6, let me make hopefully 10. Right? And you also get to the point where you're not proud enough to understand, like this brother said, X amount of years ago, X amount of months ago, you weren't in that position. This was given to you from on high, from the Most High, right? And it's given to you not to be prideful, man. What the scripture say? Eyes hurt and ass proud. All right, we got the scriptures, but look at the position we still in, man. All right, this thing is we in an actual fight. We're in a fight for our lives. All right, in the hopes of making it. We're in a fight, a daily fight within ourselves and our minds, our bodies. It's hell being here, man. Being the daily days in Babylon, the affairs in Babylon is hell, man. This is hell. All right? You're fighting ultimately, man, your spirit is vexed by certain things, your spirit is actually plagued by certain things, man, with your health, all right? And the list goes on and on, man. There's no need, it's no room to be proud. All right? Got the other?
Yeah. I got 2 definitions for you.
Okay, let's go.
This is the first definition for humility. Just a Google definition, and it reads, it says, the feeling or attitude that you have no special importance that makes you better than others, lack of pride.
One more time.
It says the feeling or attitude that you have no special importance that makes
which we do, but it's a scripture on that too.
confidence.
Yeah. Because a couple of years ago, we had this, certain brothers say, man, I ain't shit. We are them, man. Out of 7 billion people on the planet Earth, the Lord chose us, all right, to publish His word, to basically publish His name, man. So we are something, but we understand. All right? Go ahead.
Let me get to the next one. It's I got modesty for you as well. Okay. Because the definition of humility goes into it has what do you call it? Synonyms and it says modesty. The first one it says this is modesty. Definition it says behavior, manner, or appearance intended to avoid impropriety or indecency. And that word impropriety goes into your behavior, man. And let me get it right quick, because I just was on it. Yeah, it says failure to observe standards or show honesty or modesty in proper language, behavior, or character.
Yeah. You want to say something on that?
No, I mean, you was bringing the balance out. Like, well, I scripture to speak for it better. Can the brother get Sirach 10 and 27 real quick?
Sirach.
Because, you don't want to be prideful. You don't want to have that ego. All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry, you said you had it?
Yeah, I had it.
All right, yeah, you don't want to be prideful. You want to have that ego. But there's also like a spirit of self-doubt in the truth, too. Like, brothers get plagued by self-doubt. Like you said, the brother had an I ain't shit demon. It's easy to have that demon. You be drowned in your own sorrows. So your how about strong side is all about balance. And you will see that he wants you to have self-worth and humility.
Right.
You got it, bro.
And like Elder Boss said some years back too, we also got that demon of depression, which we don't have time. You don't, in this truth, we don't have time for depression, man. Which that's a plague of the mind of bringing up things that don't even exist, man. You're bringing up stuff that's not even in front of you. Huh? Yeah, the what if demon, man. All right. Real quick, give me I think I have it right here. It's Sirach 3:18.
I got that. That's the one I was holding.
Yeah, kind of good.
All right, Sirach. Let me go back to it. But Sirach chapter.
Well, hold on, good for him. After that, 2 Corinthians 12 and 10 and 11.
Okay.
But I want you to get that though. First.
Sirach 3:18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before Yahweh.
Yeah, and that's what you should be striving for, man. All right, the humility, being humble, man. All right, out of all the things that happen, all the good things that could possibly happen within this truth, you still should remain humble. That's favor before the Most High, man. And I give you all this knowledge. I give you all, in front of the sight of men or the brothers in front of you, things that you operate within the ministry, you still operate that brother humble. The reports you get from other brothers about yourself, the first thing they say, oh, this brother humble, this brother, the different things they might say. That's favor, man. That's where you want to be. You don't want to be the prideful. We didn't have our, over the years in this thing, we didn't have our examples of different guys, man. We can go down the list. Down the list on many guys that just came and gone, and they had that pride demon, man, ego demon. Okay, and there are demons that deal with those different what you say traits, attributes.
Yeah, you talking like characteristics.
Yeah, characteristics of them type of people.
Yeah.
They're the worst, man. And like the brother, one of the brothers said before, one thing you find out in this truth, you meet some of the most beautiful person in the world. You meet some of the most I don't know, downright grimy, yeah, scumbags, man. But it's best to be humble, man. All in all. Go ahead, you had.
I had a precept. This is Sirach 10 and 27.
Mm-hmm.
Better is he that laboreth.
10:27. That's the reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 28. Yeah, verse 28.
Okay.
Salah.
This is Sirach 10 and 28.
Well, that's 22.
Yeah.
My son, glorify thy soul in meekness, and give it honor according to the dignity thereof.
So that's the balance. That's the duality. Glorify thy soul in meekness, but meekness is humility. So you're supposed to carry yourself out the others, get into with humility, carry yourself with a sense of humility, but it said also give it honor according to the dignity. The word dignity goes back to self-worth. So it's important as Israelites, so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans, coming back to our true nationality as Israelites, that we do have that royal esteem about ourselves. Right. But the balance is we can't be assholes to each other.
Right.
We got to know that every day this truth is day one. The moment you wake up the next day, whatever you did the day prior, whatever video you read, whatever breakdown you did, it's zero again. You back in zero. So every day we back in day one.
Yeah, it's a song by that guy Jay-Z. He said you gotta treat like this tree. You gotta treat it like it's the first date.
Yeah.
The first day you fell in love with it, man. The first day you heard it, you accepted it, watched the video you seen the Apostle Hall, 34th and Borough. Yeah. You gotta treat it like that, man. And like I say, it asks for longevity, man. That's what you should be asking for. When brothers do their prayers, time and time again, ask for longevity, man. Ask for humility, that you be humble, right? Ask for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from the Most High. That's what Solomon did. Solomon had the opportunity to ask for, you know what a regular Jay would have did. Give me that bag, Lord, come on. I want to buy that truck. Some crazy shit. But he would ask for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which gave him all things, man. All right?
Real quick, bro.
Yeah,
all right, Psalm 51 and 11. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. And that's something we should pray frequently. for the Most High not take the spirit, because when brothers be tripping, brothers start spazzing out. It's really the Most High took the spirit from that brother, man. But none of us are immune to that. So we gotta pray every day that he doesn't take his spirit from us. All right? Because like I said, like the brother's been into, being in the truth for an extended period of time doesn't give you a key, a seat to the chariot. Every day is day one. So like I said, nobody's more special than the other brother. Your rank don't make you more special than the lower ranking brother. The rank is for structure. It's for order. All right?
And that's why we say, it says in the scriptures, say, Lord willing.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what the next day is going to bring. You could be high in the truth one day, and the next day, completely bugged out back in the world.
And my man Pimp C said he could be headed there going tomorrow, man. Right? We right before the camera came on, we was getting into the Most High garden, man. How the Most High picked certain men like plants and trees, all right? Those trees that don't grow, those trees that are stagnant, because you can't be stagnant, you have to be free flowing in this truth, man. You're stagnant, or you become weeds or vines, you got to get rooted out, man. Right? Which the Lord does that. It could be your character, your catastrophe, your behavior that's causing you to become weeds, all right? Or very different things. But you want to grow, man. You want to start off being that tiny seed that blossoms to a big giant tree, man. Right? Go ahead.
Sirach 40:16. The weed growing upon every water and bank of a river shall be pulled up before our grass. So we gotta pray to Yahweh Bashmal Shai that we're not that weed. And like you was going into, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Bashmal Shai, we the brother that came in through the internet era, and we seen our camp heads and the men that we was learning from, and they was bringing out 100,000 precepts. We've seen them get weeded out. And what did it do for us? I can speak for myself. It made me know it's not about me. It's not about that one brother that's the face of the whole camp, man. The Most High get rid of that brother and put the camp on the forefront, man. So we got to pray to Yahweh Bashmal Shai that we're not that weed, all right? We're that productive, blossoming flower, man. Because what did Yahweh Bashmal Shai say his favorite flower was? The lily. We want to be a lily. We don't want to be that weed,
Lily is a beautiful, beautiful plant, man. Not that big, not that small, but it's perfect.
Yep.
Right? You look at the stem, it's linear. You got the top that blossoms out into the most beautiful lavender, purple, white, yellow, And I see why the Most High likes it, man. But I have an example of how you ought to be. This is Matthew chapter 18, verse. I'm starting at 1. It says, you can break it down if you want to. Matthew 18 and 1, it says, at the same time came the disciples unto Yahushua, saying, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? Right? It says, Yahushua called a little child.
Yeah, because it was a tussle. It was like a tug of war. There was an argument who's gonna be greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And that was an argument from a novice or a neophyte. And I'm just gonna ask brothers, like, especially some of the brothers, just coming in, what is a neophyte? And it's okay if you don't know, but it's a Greek word. It means new plant.
Yeah.
So that's an argument that you'll hear from a novice or a neophyte. Who's going to be the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? Right. So Yahweh Shai looking at them like, this is not what that's about. But that's when you're newly planted, you're going to have those newly planted thoughts.
Right.
You
have guys that come, new guys that might come in. I didn't see them come in the camp and think it's a competition. It's a small, brothers might be competitive precepts or whatever like that.
It's a drop.
But I'm talking about Jake being a worldly competition, And it's not that type of thing, But I keep reading. It says, Yahushua called a little child unto him and set him in the midst of them and said, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye cannot enter into the kingdom of heaven.
And so what's the trait of a little child, man? He's open to the information. All right, he's empty his glass. A child is an empty glass, an empty vessel. So we have to empty our vessel as though we're a child. That's like I said, you can't put new water in an old vessel. So we gotta be born again and be willing to be babes, man.
Push it back a little bit. So you
You know? So that's what Yahweh Shai meant when he said, yeah.
turn it this way. Have it. There you go.
That's what Yahweh Shai meant when he brought the little one and said, unless you be like these little ones, man. That's why in 1 Corinthians, was it the first chapter? It was basically saying like he did not give his wisdom to the wise men, to the great men.
Right.
He gave this to babes, insignificant men. All right? To confound the wise, man.
That's right.
All right?
You got a little more. It says, whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven.
And I can speak for myself, man. This truth is not a sprint run. It's a marathon. And what happened is when you first wake up, you might hit the ground running. But as time progresses, you can lose that drive. So one of the most potent things in this truth is to be amongst each other and do the works amongst each other, man. Because that keeps that drive and that keeps that fire in you, man.
Right.
So yeah, it's one thing to have been in this truth an extended period of time, considering the era, the internet era. But it's another thing to be active and to be on fire, man. And that's what I would like to be, active and on fire. You know? Because, you know, you want longevity, but at the same time, you want to get the hell out of here, too.
Yeah, that's it, man.
So we gotta, and we can't get so complacent, we can't get so used to nothing happening that we lose that fire.
Right.
You get used to nothing happening. You get used to hearing war threats and this almost happened and this might happen overseas. So you naturally get a little complacent. So you gotta pray to have us try to keep that fire in you, man. Because we want to be that servant when that good man comes back. We're active in that household. You know?
And I want to watch that movie about the killer.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah, but he had some good quotes and concepts. He's like, you gotta always don't never kind of it's supposed to be saying.
Never. It was like he basically like he always was on guard and always doing like he was always ready to do.
Yeah, he suspected the worst.
And you always suspect the worst out of everything. Every time he was about to go kill, yeah, he always go with the first plan. He don't deviate from it or improvise.
Right.
Which that's our mentality, right? To never deviate from that drive the Lord gave us, like that competition that Elder was speaking about, right? When you got godly drive, that's a competitive competition in yourself that push yourself forward, you know? To what? Push. Because even with working your field, we're working your salvation out with fear and trembling, though yet it be you in a soldier-like mentality. You walk like, hey, I'm gonna do the work alone, even if my brother ain't with you, man. You know, you got.
No, but what you're saying there reminds me, and I think brothers know the name of that city in Mexico, where they basically breed fighters. But it's a city in Mexico. But one of the strategies is with these particular fighters in the ring, they never move backwards. They just always move forward, man. So that's the mentality that we have to have as men. Like we can never move backwards. You can never doubt in battle. If you're in battle, you don't have time to doubt. You're in battle now, so you might as well just go, man. So, and we gonna have scary times. You gonna have demons that play. You gonna have demons that have you thinking, man, I ain't shit, I ain't worthy. If this brother go hard, I don't really, you know what I mean? You know, we used to say something.
Yeah, just to add to you, as we in a warlike mentality, because we all in a warlike mentality. We are of our Heavenly Father. He's a man of war. So he have lined us up to what? Have us ready for the battle.
Yeah.
And as men, when you go into that word man, I know you're aware of it, it means, one of the definitions means a champion.
Yeah.
And the champion always battles the contender. And the contender does what? Come at him all day. So whoever got the belt, he's the target, man.
Yeah.
So our target is the crown of salvation. So we're always going to be contending with that, which is what we have to rock, that the Lord wants for us to do, man. And period. That's just the way it is. So we got to keep on battling, man.
Yeah.
You got to.
And the key word you said was keep on battling.
Keep on.
Because like certain video games you play, you might play Call of Duty, right? Let's say you die, right?
Yeah.
But immediately you rematerialize and you back in the battle.
Back in it.
Every day you close, every day you enter the new battle.
It's a new battle.
It's a new battle in Babel. It's a new battle within the matrix, man. So every day, and guess what? The longer you're in this truth, the saint starts to level up. So you just want to say something?
Yeah, if I can say, you know, in that straight gate that's talked about in Second Ezra, the 7th chapter, and you can't turn around. There's no way to turn around or go backwards.
It's two fatalities on each side, so you can't go to the left or to the right. Basically, say I'm getting off the path.
That's right. You can only go back.
You can only go straight.
Yeah. Was that Ezra's?
Yeah,
Fire and water.
7th chapter.
Yeah.
yeah. You can't do this because you're gonna fall away.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to deal with.
You got brothers coming behind you.
Yep.
You trying to go straight.
Yeah, you're right. You
Can't turn
around.
around.
You can't turn around. Like, what you doing? Yeah. You gotta go.
Or jump off. One of the two. You know.
Yeah, so, it's Jude chapter 1 verse 3. Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that you should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints.
Yeah. Hey, you got to earnestly contend. Contend means fight. You just said the word contender.
And we champions.
We champions. Hey, it was foretold in Ezra that we overcame. Ezra saw that number of men who overcame.
That's right.
So we hope we're those men that Ezra saw in that vision, man. But I'm going to get this for the Romans 12:1. I beseech you, Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. Verse 3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly according as Yahweh hath dealt to every man the measure of faith.
Yeah, man, not think himself higher than he ought to think, man. All right? But remaining humble. All right? Remaining having that humility, man. All right? And that's just what it's about, man. Okay? We supposed to be here to actually get to the point where you're making sure I get on the chair and I'm making sure you get on the chair, man. Right? By all means. You know? Okay. You had something else?
That city in Mexico, was it called Tepito?
The thing is,
And I listened to what Tepito means in English. It means Tepito in English means a small temple or chapel.
small temple or chapel. And we're timbers, you know?
Kind of.
Yeah.
They train, as you were saying, they train their fathers and don't take a step back.
Yeah.
Keep going forward.
Keep going
It
forward.
was backed up what this brother was saying, that straight and narrow path where you look to the left or the right, you're gonna fall to destruction, but you just gotta keep your eyes narrow and single on the prize.
See, like a whole video we did a long time ago. I know there's something about this truth is like a tightrope. On a tightrope, when you're suspended hundreds of feet in the air, it might be a raging river down there. You can't turn around on the tightrope, man. Which they got some good motherfuckers that can actually turn around, do their thing, but
Generally speaking,
you can't turn around, man. You gotta keep balancing yourself to the other side, man.
If I may say this too, going back to the point, we gotta keep moving. You're gonna have low points, right? You're gonna mess up. You're gonna have inner things and regrets and low. That can't make you stop. You still gotta move forward. That's something I'm learning as a man, and it's true. You're a man and a man of the Lord. You still gotta move forward no matter what's going on in your life. You know, that's why I wanted to just say, you know, you still got, speaking of moving forward, don't let your sins weigh you down. Because like I said, one of the things in this truth you gotta understand, you gonna get reproved, you gonna get rebuked, or you might have things in your personal life that other brothers may not see, but it might bother you. But you can't let that make you put the word down. You can't let that be the reason why you couldn't come to camp now. All right, just part of fighting a good fight is telling your baby mama, like, nah, you know I teach today. You know what I mean? That's part of fighting a good fight. Part of fighting a good fight is telling your supervisor, like, I need at least one day, I need this day off. Have it written down. That's part of fighting too, you know? So, like I said, this fight is a forward moving fight, man. We don't move backwards, man.
I got a quick one. We'll just get to the point.
Yeah.
This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 4. It says, whatsoever is brought upon you, take cheerfully, and be patient with God, change to a mistake.
And part of that being truthfully, because Yahweh Shai told us, it was like, it said it in Timothy, he said, if you suffer with me, ye shall reign with me. So if you understand context, or you understand the why, if you understand why, that's going to change your attitude in the fight. If you understand why my car keeps breaking down, why all of a sudden my woman acting crazy, if you understand why I'm in violent afflictions, if you understand that this is part of my tryout, then hell yeah. It'll change your attitude towards it.
It'll make you dig deeper.
Yeah. Yeah. Like they say, don't say why me, say try me. When it comes to Yahweh Bashman Shai. Because we only got one time to do this, man. We only got one time to show Yahweh Bashman Shai that we can sit on the throne, man. That we can be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. Because when the shit, the fan, when Jacob's trouble comes, or when it's all said and done, you can't go back to it. You can't go back to the competition. You know?
And we got one chance to get it right too.
One chance to get it right.
You know, Jacob sit back now. I'm falling within, but this the walk to get it right, man. It's hard to battle on your pivot. Or when you backing up, can you fight on your? You can't fight like that. All you could do is what? Regress, move. But when you coming forward with brute force, you can what? You can size him up in the ring. You can what? You can basically fight the way you want to fight the battle. And we fight with wisdom.
Even them demons on
With the wisdom of what?
At some point, instead of carrying it, you gotta turn around and fight that.
You gotta
demon.
box him up.
You gotta fight.
Oh, and speaking of fight, and it ain't this, you actually swinging like, come on, say.
They gotta count.
Yeah, but it's like, our fighting tool is what? Fasting.
Fasting, right? Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you, know, brothers don't have to answer out loud, but how do brothers pray every day? That's part of the fight. That's part of your tool. Like the Most High not gonna throw you in a battle and don't give you a shield, don't give you a sword, all right? Because we gotta fast, all right? Speaking of you, speaking like us older brothers have been in the truth, man, and how they can bring pride. Man, the same after the older brothers.
Oh yeah.
He after us camp heads, man. All right, but what's some of our tools? Fasting, praying.
And you first.
Yeah.
The brothers, man. Because a lot of times you brothers, you help keep us sharp, man.
Hey, because when I came down here, you know, I came down here for some work, but something was fucking missing, man. Like before the brothers came and saw me, I was like, man, something missing. I'm in the city. Damn, I feel like out of balance, you know what I mean? Like a boy. But then when the brothers came, the medicine came. Yeah, I woke up feeling good, you know what I mean? So I'm like, man, fuck the other stuff, you know what I mean? So now, like you said, us, we need each other, man. You know? But I know brothers.
This is Philippians 3:13. It says, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before.
Yeah, hey, forgetting those things that are behind. Hey, a great example, our forefather life. A great example is our forefather alive, man. Picture your woman. Everybody envision your boo, the chick you talk to right now. Picture her, y'all running together, and she turned into a pile of Epsom salt, man. She turned into what's that with the salt, with the umbrella, the chick with the umbrella? Yeah. Morning, yeah, she turned into a pile of Morton. Like this really happened to a man's wife that he loved. So, but we're forgetting those things that are behind. So we gotta pray Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai that he fortifies our mind to have that mindset.
If I could add something to you, if you brothers think about it, if y'all running forward, is it easier to do this behind or is it easier to do this?
Yeah.
When we run, we go up this way. Hey, picture running backwards like this. You running, but you doing this. This thing about it.
Yeah.
Even the motion of itself is irregular.
Yeah.
Right?
Even in track,
I know it's funny, but you got it.
Even in track, what they always tell you, when you're running in a track race, you never look back to see what that
You-
person is.
for what?
Because you're going to slow down.
You're gonna lose
fuck
a
up your momentum, you're going to stumble, probably fall off the lane, something like that. You never look back in a race.
I learned something new. I didn't know how to track. Never look back.
I got one more. But
If I could say, all the obstacles are in front of you. All the ones that's behind you, you pass them already. So what's the point of looking back? Because everything that you have to face is in front of you. You see?
And even if you're running with a missing shoe, because you might have passed it, but it might not have been like a clean pass. When you jump over a hurdle, sometimes that foot be hitting that hurdle.
That's
if
right,
you jump
brother.
over the hurdle. So apparently the fact that you still running, you must have passed it, man.
That's right.
So I'm like, man, I wish I had both my shoes. Fuck it. Keep running with that one shoe, man.
That's right, brother.
You know?
Verse Philippians 3 and 14, it says, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Yep. Press forward towards the mark. And what's that mark? It's to get into the journey. Get a new body. Get in the kingdom, man. So we're coming into the point where we're no longer going to be teachers. We're no longer going to be reading in front of a camera and then going into YouTube. Now we're going to have to stand on what we read on.
That's right.
Yeah. I've seen these little skirmishes they put out, these little simulations they put out on the digital end.
Yeah.
So and once the digital disturbance really kicks off, you can't clock back in.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's going to have a major negative impact. The water won't even be clean. So we're going to come to a point in time where we're really going to be out here standing on our faith, man.
If I can say this real quick, me and this brother experienced this at work. You know, certain people, but really, 90% of the people who were working with us, their phones were off. Right, but me personally, I still had my phone connected and was able to do what I needed to do. And I looked at it in a spiritual view. All right, what if today, everything went black? Staying locked in the spirit, the Lord, you still got a way to, get up with brothers and, things of that nature. So I looked at it in a spiritual view. So just like what you said, that's a beautiful example, man. A beautiful example.
Yeah.
You got it.
I like a lot of times we do some of these lessons. I like to bring out examples. This is an example from King David, right? This is an example of humility, man. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 84, verse 10. For a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my power than to dwell in the tents of wickedness.
Right. And King David being who he was, man, right? For him to make a statement like that, how he just rather, in all to make the kingdom of heaven, to be, all right, in the courts of the Most High, Yahweh, he'd rather be a doorkeeper, right? So with that being said, that's an act of humility, man. All right, that's an act of him bringing himself low, right? And then a lot of times, if that was the case to make the kingdom of heaven, who would want to be like that, man? To be meek like that, man.
And that counted. That's the answer to that argument.
Right.
When Yahweh was dealing with the disciples. King David said, I'd rather be a doorman in the kingdom, man.
Yeah, more people will come to doorman and be insignificant, nothing. Yeah. But shit, he's still in the kingdom, man.
Yeah, he made it.
He made it.
He in the house, opening the door,
Right.
keeping the door.
Yeah.
The doorkeeper, he's like the janitor, almost the janitor. Like he's considered like the level of a janitor, man.
Yeah, you go to a club, you got to do it at the door.
Yeah.
Nobody making rap videos about being a dude at the door.
Yeah.
But he see all the celebrities. He touch shoulders and all. All he need is for one king to take liking to him.
Yeah.
Just like Yahweh did us. We just need Yahweh to take liking to us through the spirit of Yahweh, and we good, man.
Good.
Good.
We need one man to love us, man.
Yeah.
And then he gonna put the faith on us for us to love ourselves, and then what? Find a way to love the brethren, the 144,000, and then what? Bring us to salvation. Right? Exactly. I got two small ones real quick. Real quick. This Jude 1 and 20.
Okay.
But ye beloved, building up yourselves on your most holy faith, praying in the Rakakwadash.
Yeah. Building up yourselves on the most holy faith.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, the kennel, the oven, it had turned all the way up here. When we could no longer record videos and we could no longer clock in, we could no longer have this normalcy of getting a paycheck to pay our bills, and we really out here, that's when the hour of temptation comes, that's when that heat turns up, yeah.
Yes.
Like you say, this happened the other day, that disruption of this communicate. You can't call brother.
What if you wouldn't
It's
call
on.
him, brother?
Yeah.
What if you wouldn't call him? Now you may need a breakdown or something. Now you can't do it.
That's why certain things we no. That's why certain afflictions you go through, our brother don't have an answer for it.
Mhm.
Because you're being trained to trust the Most High.
Yes.
You're being forced to trust the Most High. So in certain situations that you can't call a brother right now for it. Because it's not that type of situation you can communicate to a brother like. It's not that type of situation. But in the times to come, like you said, you might not be able to literally contact the brother because it's gonna be off.
Right.
So what do you have that fortifies you, that gives you the strength to keep moving?
Right.
You know?
You might be in a situation, you somewhere in the city, all communication, lights, everything cut off. What you do? Where your money at, man?
Be still and know that I can help.
This 1 Corinthians 16:13. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith, quit you like men, be strong.
Yep. And the Most High so bad, he put Job through all that hell, right? Then he came down on the chariot and told the man his ass up.
Man, no.
Yeah, I'm a different man. So we gotta give context and put ourselves in them shoes too, man. So like you said, but hey, show yourselves men, quit yourselves like men. You know?
Yeah, man. So with that, we hope this lesson was edifying to the point. As always, with all praises, glory, and honor.
Allah Ba'ashem, Yahushua Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Double honors once again to the elder apostle of GMS. These are blessings citation once again to the hopeful life. Until next time, shalom.
Shalom.
Abba,
Abba, Abba.
Come on, Yeshua.